Hello guys and welcome back to Championship Predictions. Sophie, there are some big games coming this Good Friday. Set us a like target first of all.
3,300 likes.
Oh, blimey,
Yeah,
that
big.
is big. Yes, go on, get involved. There's literally 4 games left for every championship team. The games are running out. Get involved, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. We've got lots of content to come over the Easter weekend, so like, subscribe, and share your predictions down in the comments as well. Sophie, there's some absolutely massive games to predict. Just before we get into them, the scores from last time are there. So they are the scores coming into this Easter weekend. Sophie, let's get straight into Good Friday's predictions, and it's Derby County versus Luton Town first. How big is this?
Yeah, kicking off with a massive game.
This is absolutely huge, isn't it? So Derby County 2-2 draw at Pompey. They'll be kicking themselves because obviously they conceded a last-minute equaliser. Atkinson scored 3 goals. He got a hat-trick, 2 at the right end, 1 at the wrong end for Portsmouth, of course. Luton Town 1-0 losers to Blackburn, Sophie. That was a really damaging result against 10 men.
Yeah, they couldn't afford to do that. You just think, do not lose, and then they've lost. So another must not lose. Well, it's a must win, to be honest. But I'm not going to sit on the fence. I'm not going to jump the gun and go with my prediction. But I'm telling you now, I'm picking a winner.
I think that last weekend has maybe just made my mind up for me because I had thought that both Derby and Luton have been in good form, but that defeat to Blackburn might be looked back on as the nail in the coffin that sent Luton down. They could still get out of it. If Luton win this, Sophie, that puts the biggest cat amongst the biggest set of pigeons you've ever seen. But I'm going to go Derby 1-0.
2-1 Derby. I think there might be a couple of goals because I think it could be a bit of an edgy game. As I say, both teams need the win, so they've got to go at this. You can't just see it out as a draw. A draw is not enough right now, so that's why I think there could be a couple of goals. I'm backing the home side to get the win. 2-1 Derby. 2-1
Derby. We are both backing the Rams. Let us know your thoughts down below. What could that mean for the Hatters? Oh dear. The next game, Sophie, Blackburn Rovers versus Millwall. Blackburn, as we just touched on, very impressed with their win at Luton, considering Luton had more to play for. It is technically possible that Blackburn could win all 4 games and sneak into the playoffs, but it's not massively realistic.
No.
I think it's probably going to take 70 points to get into the playoffs, so that is possible for Millwall, but they need 10 points. So Millwall need to come here and win. If Blackburn have any chance, they need to win. I'm going to go with Millwall, Sophie. They just keep winning at the minute. Blackburn 1, Millwall 2.
Okay, I'm going for the pretty reliable Millwall 1-0. I think they'll do it. They're in great form right now. You can't count them out of the playoffs. I know some people are, but right now they still do have a chance. I know you say Blackburn do as well, but I am counting them out actually.
Yeah.
But Millwall, who are in good form, I think they'll get another win this weekend. And a lot of people that are discounting them, I think now they'll be looking and going, do you know what, they could actually finish inside the playoffs. So I think they'll add some more hope to their playoff chances this weekend with the 3 points. 1-0 Millwall.
There you go, and it was a crucial 1-0 win against Middlesbrough last week. And if they get in there, Sophie, who knows what they could do, because they've beaten Burnley,
the top 6,
Leeds, Sheffield United this season. Millwall are a real pain in the bum unless you're them. Let us know your thoughts down below. The next game, Sophie, sees Bristol City take on Sunderland. This would be 5th versus 4th in the playoffs if things stay as they are. It's interesting, isn't it? I think Sunderland are an impressive team, but they lost to Swansea last week, and you're not quite sure what you're getting at the minute because of the fact they've not got much to play for. Bristol City have got a lot to play for, and they're really going at 100 miles per hour just to wrap up their playoff place. I think 2 more wins should do it for Bristol City. I think if Bristol City win this, I think they're nearly there.
Yeah.
They're nearly there. And it is possible. The thing is, Sophie, Bristol City have more to play for, but Sunderland are not going to just want to roll over to the team that they could be coming up against in the playoffs, because it doesn't look great, does it? But Sunderland, like I say, not much to play for. I think they could get a draw. They might bounce back from Swansea last week. I'm going to go 1-1. If anyone's going to win, for me, it's Bristol City, but I'm going to go for a draw.
Yeah, I'm hoping a draw would play out, to be honest. Well, actually, I'm hoping that Sunderland win. But I don't know. It does seem that Sunderland's form has just tailed off at the moment. And as you say, they've not got anything to play for. So I don't know if that is in the players' minds right now. But a team that do have everything to play for is Bristol City. And they're on a good run of form. I think they'll win, you know. 2-1 Bristol City. I think it could be a last minute one again.
Yeah, that would be dramatic, wouldn't it? Bristol City. Tell you what, looks like they could do it.
I think they probably will.
Yeah, I think they might. Right, Sophie, the next one. We are going to this game. I am so nervous. Coventry City versus West Bromwich Albion. This is huge. 6th versus 7th. It's a sellout at the CBS. There'll be a good noise from both sets of fans. It's two good teams. West Brom do make me a little bit nervous just because Coventry don't ever tend to do too well against them. But I am feeling a bit more confident with it being at home. I think both Coventry and West Brom are better home teams. Coventry's draw away at Hull, I thought the performance was okay, but yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
Just, we chucked it away at the end. We didn't take our chances, though.
We need to be more ruthless here. I think West Brom you can get at under Tony Mowbray. I certainly thought they were a better defensive team under Corberan, but they've got Adam Armstrong, they've got Carlin Grant, they've got players that could hurt us.
Good score, yeah.
I'm going to go 1-1.
Yeah, I am as well. I think we're both sitting on the fence with this one because we're just really nervous.
Yeah.
I think if we weren't Coventry fans, maybe we'd back us as the home side and you'd think, oh, okay. But we know that we've got some key players out injured. We don't know if Bobby Thomas is going to be back. We don't know if EMC is going to be back. Probably not. And without them two, they are big misses. I think we've just got injuries at the worst time. If we had a fully fit squad, I'd probably back us to maybe just edge this one, but right now I'm feeling really nervous, so 1-1 for me as well.
A draw would keep it in Coventry's hands.
Yes.
A win for West Brom, and West Brom could say it's in their hands, you know, because they'll overtake Coventry.
Yeah, I've
got to be honest, this game is huge. If Coventry win this game, I will feel very confident we can make the playoffs. If we lose this game, I won't.
Yeah.
Because it'll be out of our hands again. Yeah, some big games coming. Let us know your thoughts. Look out for the vlog on Friday. And obviously we're going down to Plymouth on Monday. So lots of Coventry content. Get involved. The next game, Sophie, sees Middlesbrough take on Plymouth Argyle. A massive game at both ends of the table. And
it's a journey as well.
It is a massive journey, yeah. And it's a big game from where we're concerned because Middlesbrough we could do with not winning.
Yeah.
But if Plymouth win this, they're in good form coming into Monday when we play them.
And they've got everything to fight for. They would literally throw everything at us. So I don't know what I want to happen here. I think maybe a draw.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Not a Middlesbrough win though. You know, we can't afford them to catch up with us. Middlesbrough's form has dried up a little bit. Yeah, we've said they're very good at dispatching of some of the lower half teams, but lost to Millwall, lost to Leeds. They have to win this one. But Plymouth, Sophie, they've got 4 games left. They probably need 3 wins.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Middlesbrough 2-1.
I think I'm just going with my heart this video, to be honest. I'm going to say 1-1.
Oh, do you remember what happened last time you did this with Middlesbrough? You said, and in the hope that I jinxed them, this will happen.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that this time. I'm not hoping to jinx them. But yeah, 1-1. Plymouth, they've just beaten Sheffield United. What a great game that was. So they'll be full of confidence. They've got everything to fight for, as well as Borough. So 1-1 for me.
Yeah, I tell you what. Game. Yeah, I would love Plymouth to stay up. I hope it's not at the expense of them having to beat Coventry next week. But I am looking forward to going to Home Park. Are you?
Yeah, I am. I just want it to be a good game in favour of us, obviously.
We don't want to see Frank Lampard beating up their players in the tunnel like Chris Wilder was. The next game, Sophie, sees Norwich City taking on Portsmouth. Norwich are right in the middle. They lost 2-1 to Burnley last time. I thought they gave it a go in the second half, but it kind of summed up their season. All fart, no poo. And just nothing delivered on. And it's quite underwhelming, isn't it? When you think they made the playoffs last season, they brought in a new manager, things looking a bit merry, and then they've really fallen off it. Portsmouth, Sophie, they come here on the back of scoring a late goal against Derby. Obviously, the game before that, they conceded a late goal against us, so I was happy for them to get something. A draw here could go a long way for Pompey. A win would be massive, but I don't trust them away from home.
No.
I've said it. I think Portsmouth will get over the line. I think they're going to get at least one more win, but it'll be at Fratton Park. I'm going to go Norwich 2, Pompey 1. I think Norwich need to try and end on a bit of a high. Yeah,
I agree. And then if you look at their teams on paper, you think Norwich really should be winning it, but they've not been consistent enough. And as you said, they've been all skid, no mark. And I think, to be honest, Pompey, they're going to battle it out. I think it could end a draw. But as I've said, Norwich really should be winning this one. They've got nothing to play for. And for me, 1-1.
1-1. Oh, that's decent for Portsmouth.
Yeah, I think they'll get a point on the road.
There you go. Right, Sophie, let's go to a very much a mid-table matchup. It's Preston versus QPR. It's two teams that are not going to go up, and we don't think they're going to go down. I mean, if we're going to try and be dramatic, they both might need one more draw to really just make themselves feel safe, but I think they're okay. Preston lost at Leeds last time 2-1. It was a spirited performance, I guess. And QPR, Sophie, they're kind of in my good books because they stopped Bristol City from winning. What am I thinking? I think, I know it's fairly predictable, I think it's going to be a draw.
Yeah.
They both just keep nudging away from the bottom half, but it's not a massive result. 1-1.
Yeah, I'll go 0-0. I think it'll be a draw as well. I mean, I don't know how seriously both teams are going to take it. I don't think they're in any danger of going down, to be honest, so could just be a pretty safe draw. 0-0.
Yeah, it's just... It's hard to pick a winner.
When there's so many good games this weekend, you look at that, you're boring. But all the other ones, you go, oh, okay, there's something to play for there. Watch this be like a 3-2 thriller or something now.
Do you know what? You're right. It might be like the handbrake's taken off and we get fireworks. Let us know your thoughts down below. The next game, Sophie, massive for Stoke City. They take on Sheffield Wednesday, and if Stoke win one more game, they're safe, surely. What a win at Cardiff, Sophie. Mark Robins' masterclass.
Yeah, go on, Mark.
Yeah, I'm happy for them because Stoke have been unlucky. They've conceded some late goals to Coventry and Millwall, but they're finally getting a bit more go their way. And yeah, even a draw here wouldn't be a disaster. They have got some difficult games coming. They've still got to go to Leeds. This one, Sophie, a bit hard to predict because Sheffield Wednesday, although they're not great at the minute, they are better away.
Yeah.
I still think with Stoke having more to play for, they're going to just have a bit more about them and get it over the line. Sorry, Wednesday. I like Wednesday, but I think they've kind of plateaued. Stoke 2, Wednesday 1.
Yeah, I mean, with Wednesday, they've got so many off-the-field issues that you just wonder how the team ever turns up and puts in a good performance, especially when you're not being paid as well. You think, what's the point? But obviously, they've been paid now, and hopefully things will settle down for a little bit because I just feel for them as a club, as a fan base. Yeah, it's hard. I really want to give Mark Robins the 3 points, but I think that is going with my heart. I do think that Sheffield Wednesday, they're not going to make it easy for Stoke, and I see a draw playing out, so 1-1 for me. Okay,
yeah, 1-1. Yeah, let us know your thoughts down below. I'm sure Wednesday will sell out that away end. They're just so well supported, aren't they? And you're right, you can't discount them from getting anything, I guess. The next game, Sophie, is between Swansea City and Hull City. Swansea, Sophie, they're in such good form.
Yeah, they weirdly are. Where's that came from as well?
Do you remember? Didn't they do this last season or the season before? Once
Purple patch.
Yeah, once they knew they couldn't make the playoffs, they started performing like a playoff team. Yeah, great win at Sunderland last week. And although, once again, in this game, Hull City are the team with more to play for, I might back Swansea. As for Hull City, Sophie, their performance against Coventry, I didn't think they were amazing, but they still carved out some really good chances, and I think they've got enough about them to stay up. I think that's the thing with Hull, Sophie. They don't have to be consistently good, but if they win, lose, they're going to get out.
Yeah, they're slightly better away as well, so maybe that'll help them.
They could get something, but I am just going to back Swansea. I still think Hull will stay up, but I'm going to go Swansea 1-0.
Yeah, I think a lot of my predictions have been based on who's got more to fight for. And in this one, obviously, it's Hull. However, when it comes to Swansea, as you've mentioned, they just hit good form when they don't need to get the points. And you just think, well, why couldn't you do that beginning of the season? And then you would be in the playoff race. But anyway, I still think they'll get the win here, just because they don't need to. So I think Hull will get a goal, but for me, Swans 2-1.
Swansea 2-1. Yeah, I love how you say they'll get a result because they don't need to.
Yeah, generally that's how I see it playing out.
When they did need results, they couldn't get them. Yeah, let us know your thoughts down below on that one. Sophie, we've got 3 games left and we still haven't predicted the top 3 teams. Let's go to Vicarage Road. It's Watford versus Burnley. If you're a Burnley fan, I think you're happy to go first. I always think.
Yes, yeah, it's in your hands really.
You don't like going after your rivals. And I think this is winnable. I think Watford are very beatable. Don't get me wrong, on their day they can beat you, but on
another day they'll just roll over for you, so I don't really get them as a team.
Yeah, either Watford are going to have to keep a clean sheet or Watford are going to have to score 2 goals, because Burnley don't usually concede 2. They always tend to at least get 1. I'm actually going to go Watford 0, Burnley 2. I think Watford are now out of the playoff conversation.
Yeah.
Burnley on the homeward stretch. And remember, Sophie, on Monday they play Sheffield United. They need to win before that game.
Yeah, and I think they will, to be honest. As I've mentioned, I do think Watford have a good team, just they're not consistent at all. And Burnley, to make it a lot more comfortable, they need the 3 points rather than just a draw. And I think they'll do it. I'll say Burnley 1-0, but ultimately I could see it either being like a 1-0 or a 3-0, just because sometimes like when Watford concede one, they might then concede a couple more. But also I think that Burnley, they're going to want their confidence on an all-time high going into that Blades game, and I think scoring a few would do that. But either way, 3 points is the main thing.
Absolutely, it certainly is. Yeah, do share your thoughts down below. Like I say, if Burnley win this one and win on Monday, they're up.
That's it, yeah.
They're up.
Done.
Yeah, mathematically. So the next game, Sophie, is Sheffield United. They need to try and keep this fight going. They take on Cardiff City.
Their fight going. They need to cut that out, actually.
Well, not that kind of fighting. Not beating people up in the tunnel. They need to get points on the board. I can't believe it. This was such a good title race, and in the space of 1 week, Sheffield United have fallen over. They've just tripped over
themselves over, really.
They can't get back up.
But Leeds were doing that as well, so they're just taking it in turns.
Yeah, but 3 defeats in a row.
Yeah.
Dreadful. But Sophie, this won't be easy because Cardiff have so much to play for. This is huge. Both of these two are in real danger of not being able to do what they need to do this season. If Cardiff win here, that's probably the top 2 over for the Blades, but it give Cardiff a massive chance of staying up.
True.
But I am going to go with Sheffield United. But if they don't win this time, Sophie, it's over. They have to win, and then they have to win at Burnley. Sheffield United 2-1. I think it'd be close.
Okay. I'm going to say it's going to be close. It's going to be a draw. I think Cardiff are absolutely desperate for points, but we've not seen enough fight from them, to be fair. They're not really playing like they need the points. Equally, neither is Sheffield United in their past couple of games. So they could now turn up in this one, turn a corner at the right time. But I don't know. I just see it being a really, really difficult game. 1-1.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That would be a disaster for Blades.
Yeah.
That would probably be it. And I tell you what, even a draw for Cardiff isn't amazing.
It's not really enough, is it?
They play Oxford on Monday, Sophie. They have to win that.
Yeah.
They have to win that. Let us know your thoughts down below. And speaking of Oxford, they are in our final game. It's Oxford versus Leeds United. Sophie, this is a massive game. I was on a Leeds fan channel the other day with a lad called Connor. He's a really good YouTuber, and I was saying that Leeds United have the capability of winning this game 4-0 or losing it 1-0.
Yeah, they do, weirdly, yeah.
It's a weird one. I don't like the fact that Leeds are playing last. It's away from home. It's an awkward kick-off time, 8 PM on a Friday, a bit strange. So, there's a couple of factors against Leeds United, but surely, look at these squads, Sophie. Leeds United are much better.
They should be winning it. Yeah, on paper, clearly.
They beat them 3-0 back at Ellen Road, so, you've got to think Leeds are going to get the job done. Let's give Oxford credit. They've been really good lately. We think they're probably safe.
Yes.
But Leeds have to win. If Leeds don't win, it's a disaster for them. Oxford 0, Leeds 2.
Okay, I'm saying Leeds 1-0, which will be a little bit squeaky bum time come the end of the game, where I think Oxford will then be throwing a fair bit at them. But I think if you're the Oxford team, you'd kind of sit back, soak up some of the pressure, but not too much. You don't want to just shut up shop, because Leeds do have enough to unlock that shot. But I don't know, I think if Oxford sit back, soak it up a little bit, and then hit them on the counter a couple of times, I think he could make it a really, really interesting game. But I do think Leeds have the quality to break the deadlock. So I'm just going to say Leeds 1-0.
Well, yeah, if you couple that up with the fact that you predicted Sheffield United to not win, that's a brilliant result for Leeds, isn't it?
Yeah.
There you go. So that wraps up Good Friday's Championship predictions, guys. The fixtures are flying fast at us. We are back for Premier League predictions tomorrow. We're back for a Coventry West Brom vlog on Friday. We've got the Plymouth versus Coventry vlog on Monday. And Saturday morning, just before I go down to Cornwall for the weekend, I'll do our Championship predictions in the office before I set off, reacting to Friday's results. So much to look out for. Your support would be appreciated. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Loads of videos coming. Get involved. Make sure you've shared your predictions down below. Thank you for joining me, Sophie.
Thank you.
And we will see you in the next one. Take care. Peace out.